got your radio voice on.
I don't have a radio
You
voice.
got your radio voice. This is Maverick.
Welcome to the show.
I like this.
Here we go. Gotta love this show.
So that sounds about right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is.
Sounds about right.
I'm pumped.
3, 4. This is 4.
Skill.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we have 6 headlines for you. We're going to read them all through and then tell you which one does not belong. Would you like to take the first one, sir?
Dude, if I can speak, I will. FBI aims crackdown at airplane laser pranks. Punishable 5 years in state federal prison. Is that when they use the laser pointers to shoot down airplanes?
Yeah, that's right. Not to shoot.
Well,
down,
shoot
but
it, yeah.
Yeah, to pointing a laser
Yeah, if you
at an
point a
airplane.
laser.
Right.
point
Now,
it.
okay, so my question is that for the pilot's sake or is that for the avionics sake? The instrumentation in the aircraft?
I doubt the instrumentation really gets upset by that.
Okay. Okay.
I doubt they're really using radars or what is it, lasers?
Yeah.
Or anything that's gonna radars.
FBI cracks down on radar users.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot radar waves.
Bleep. Bleep. Oh, that's sonar. Never mind. That's
Yeah,
sonar.
We're not very good.
Geez, but punishable for 5 years in federal prison. It must be a big deal then.
Yeah, I mean, I bet it does something. I'm pretty sure those laser pointers actually work on streetlights.
Wow.
I don't know if that was just perfect timing, but when my friend had one, we used to drive around and he'd point it at the little camera that goes on the streetlight. And the second he got it right on there, the light would change.
Really?
And I don't know if it was just it was just a perfect amount of time for him to finally find the right aim for the spot. And it took that amount of time for the light to switch. Or he was just messing with us or something. But every time he'd get it right on there,
Wow.
the light would switch.
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I don't know how. I honestly think he was messing with us.
Well, we don't know the wonders of lasers quite yet. We're both in the IST
Just
side.
don't use them against airplanes.
That's right. That's right. Next up, the United States orders drone strikes based on cell phone location. This is apparently a new deal. I wouldn't be surprised if we've done it before, but sorry, we have missiles around the station here.
I'm just gonna get rid of mine real quick. Don't need that anymore.
Actually, you got me paranoid
Yeah.
now. No, so what I'm wondering is that preferable to laser guidance, or what do I say? Or is that still the way to go? I mean, direct line of sight is probably your best, but can you really hone in on a cell phone?
Are they doing it they're honing in on the cell phone, or are they doing it oh, this person's using a cell phone, we're going to launch? Because I don't think you have to be that accurate.
Right, and I believe
missile.
the article said it's actually tracking the cell phone, so it's not like them saying, "Oh, this person's here." But there's the other thing. These are soft targets.
Yeah.
And so it's okay, geez, we're entering a whole new realm of this.
Yeah.
But,
I can just imagine radio towers getting hit like crazy now.
yeah, that's crazy. All right, next up.
All right. Study says majority of U.S. supplies used to. Okay, let me retry that. Study says majority of offices supplies used to apply for different jobs. Oh, okay. I had to remete that 5 times.
Remember,
in
we
my
go
head
into
to
these
understand
headlines
that.
cold, folks.
Yeah, I really should have read that one beforehand. That was
Majority of.
majority of office supplies are used to apply for different jobs.
Wow.
When said like that, it makes sense.
Okay, so let's see. What's the switch job rate or change of employment rate at your average
The
company?
drop
I have
rate.
no idea.
It's isn't it turnover rate is what
Turnover
it
rate,
is.
okay,
The rate
okay.
of 6 months or more, I think, is before someone leaves.
So
and
yeah,
goes
do you
to a
think
new
the
job.
percentage is high enough that I don't know?
I'm pretty sure at Best Buy it is, because I'm pretty sure the turnover rate for there is 90%.
Don't tell Best Buy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they know at this point. Something tells me, somebody in the department's just they're listening to this show. It's he's right.
How did he know?
How did he figure this out before we did?
All right, next up. Commercial spacefaring jets are now being tested in the Mojave Desert in California. This actually is the test site. Is in the same place that Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier back in the 40s? I believe 48-ish.
Was that the land sound barrier or the?
No. This is air. This was a rocket propelled.
It was a while
aircraft.
ago.
Yeah, I just decided rocket propelled jet aircraft. Now that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so spacefaring jets.
Isn't that just like the private, or is that the private space shuttles?
It's Red
or-
Bull.
Okay. But is that like private space, like exploration, like they take people when they orbit and then come back down?
I could not tell you.
Because I know there's companies that are doing that, but is that the same thing as what are they talking about, like a plane that would fly on Earth and then go up out of space, orbit, and come back down?
Oh, I just about agreed to the latter of those.
I think it
that would
sounds
be
like
tough.
it sounds more like a jet, like
Yeah.
an airplane that
Yeah.
could go to space,
Yeah. Gosh.
which would be cool.
Well, good luck to you,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, in the Mojave Desert.
And I am going to give them my resume for flying those things. That sounds pretty fun.
Right.
I'm thinking of Fallout now because of Mojave.
Same here.
Yeah.
This next one, I do need to preface this one.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler, this one's true. I brought this one in and revealing that now because I thought it was cool. This is actually from last week.
This
when
is
we
your
got snowed
bonus.
out,
This is your
but
bonus news.
This is your bonus news tip. Go for it.
All right. You're the one who's excited about it.
Well, it was your turn. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
no,
Okay,
you go.
I will. You want rock, paper, scissors?
No, you go.
Go.
I'm giving it
ready?
to you because I'm
Ready?
a good guy. Oh, you won. Good job.
Ah, dang it. Okay. So, wait, does that mean you go?
No,
or-
you go.
Okay. Swedish teen is walking again after a 3D printed hip implant.
That's pretty
Is
cool.
that not awesome?
Is that really that rare though?
No, I don't know.
Because I actually did a report last semester on 3D printing.
And
so I
is
can
it
give you all sorts of information.
is it
on this
bigger
one.
than the public knows?
Oh, it's a lot bigger.
Okay.
A lot of the artificially created limbs actually are made by 3D printing.
Really?
It's because when you make a limb, it's got to be made out of like plastic, and making a mold for
Okay.
plastic is really expensive. And when you have like a person who isn't exactly like nobody's the same, so
Yeah.
they need to make a different leg for each person.
Huh.
So either it has to be somebody handcrafting the mold, or it's a machine, which you could just put in, like you could design it in the machine and it'll print it off for you, which
Right,
is how it's
right.
done. So you can make a lot more intricate designs, and it's a lot faster and a lot cheaper to use 3D printing nowadays.
That is some pretty sweet technology.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's actually really neat.
Huh. Pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I had like speech to do that for it. It was in Oats, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
yeah. It's
Go
pretty-
for it, man.
All right, women's hearts are much tougher than men's. Seems true for most organs tested.
Wouldn't you know it?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't know it.
I wouldn't know it.
I have both.
Apparently, we're soft-hearted.
I'm a time lord.
We knew that.
Mhm.
You're a what?
What? Oh, you're not
Doctor Who
Doctor. Yeah,
reference?
Doctor Who reference.
Good show, by
Yeah.
the way. Just started watching it a couple times with this guy.
What?
Crazy.
Oh, so you've only watched it
Pretty
with
cool.
me.
I've only watched like
okay,
a 4
and you
episodes.
have no idea what's going on.
No, I have no.
I thought you
All
had,
I know
started.
is he sang and it blew up a star, or it like imploded a star.
No, that wasn't him singing. That was.
Oh, right, the little girl. With
it was but it
yeah.
wasn't. It was kind of a star. But
Spoilers.
everything.
the
in
star
that show-
dies.
I mean, it wasn't a star though, because it was a super. Okay, never mind. And if you try to explain anything in Doctor Who with that, there's a reason it's an hour-long show. 'Cause you need an hour of you believing little things until it's like, wow, this is ridiculous, but it makes sense. When explained for an hour.
Okay. All right. So time to do the first reveal
Mhm.
here. So we have 5 of these that are true. You know the hip implant one is true because I thought
Yeah.
that was cool. So Ben, I believe you know which one's false, right?
It says
So-
yes.
Okay. Let's just go straight through then. Let's say all the trues first, shall
All
we?
right.
First of all, the FBI aiming the crackdown at the laser pointers is true.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So-
That's been over a lot of news recently, or like the major news networks.
I think they've been working on that one for a while.
Yeah.
Because
I
I've
wouldn't
heard
doubt
about that in the past. I just thought they never passed the laws.
Yeah. I remember joking about it in junior high. So.
Yeah. We always broke our laser
Uh,
pointers before we got to that point, but
Right. Okay, next true one. The U.S. is now ordering drone strikes on cell phones.
which is kind of. I'm not really up for drone strikes as it is. So
I'm
yeah, I
with you
don't
there,
really-
actually.
So I'm not really for that one, but
Yeah.
next one, the
Next true one. Go for it.
commercial spacefaring jets.
All
being
right.
tested, which I'm happy that one's true because
Yeah.
that's really actually pretty cool.
Start saving up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next
gonna buy
true
one.
one is, or the final true one then, is women's hearts are much tougher than men's. And I want to come back to that. But
Yeah, I
that
wanna-
means our false is
is-
which one?
The study says majority of office supplies used to apply for different jobs.
Yay. People like
I
their
still think that
jobs.
might be true in some places. Like, there's got to be some places where it's like, this paper, yeah, I'm writing my resume on this, or something like that.
Right. But yeah, I'd like to come back to the organs. thing.
Yeah,
quick.
How did they test that?
The article I read
With a hammer.
The true. I guess the initial start of the study, and there might have been, a much more extensive study, but the story they told at the beginning was a surgeon had done 2 surgeries and or it was a heart transplant or something. But either way, she had 2 hearts of the opposite genders in each hand. And
not a normal situation.
I know, not.
What did I do in life to
Maybe
just end up with 1 heart from a guy and a girl on both my hands? Just kiss. I would not be a good heart surgeon, guys.
You would be a fun one to watch. But I guess she just went by, the feel of it, no pun intended. And then after further testing, thank you for laughing at that. After further testing, it has been revealed that I don't even know what you call it, the cellular makeup of women's organs is tougher than men's. Physically, against physical force.
So they actually used a hammer.
Right. Yep. You're correct.
I was right.
Yep. I'm sorry for leading you on that roundabout route to get back to your original correctness.
I'm picturing that lady sitting with both hearts in her hand, just one hand this is tougher. She's just sitting there squeezing. I'm like, she had to be sitting there squeezing the hearts to figure this one out.
It was very, very intense CPR.
Yeah.
It was Neo.
There was a lot of time for her to put these hearts away, is what I'm saying.
you
Like,
go.
how long was she holding these?
I don't know.
There's something fishy about this story.
We may have to touch on Surgeon Simulator in a gaming minute. But as for right now, I think we should mention, as we do in every show, to find Mav Radio on the TuneIn app available in your local app store. So that's for Android and Apple devices.
Unlike Flappy Birds.
And like Flappy Birds and Windows devices. You can also, of course, find us on mavradio.fm or 90.7 HD2. For now, we're going to hit commercials, and we'll see you in a bit on Sounds About Right.
All right.
All right, welcome
There
back,
we go.
guys.
I like that. That was fun.
I know you told me to stop on the ding, but I kind of like this.
Yeah.
This heavy.
You were definitely right. I do like that.
Good. It's
still
kind of
playing,
metal
too.
country. Gotta love country, and I'll sure talk about it when we get to music. But
Man.
now, what do we have coming up next, sir?
We have the gaming minute.
All right.
Which is actually about 2 minutes.
Which is 120 seconds
Yes.
of Mr. Melcher giving his opinions on any and all game. And of course, I interjected last week because Josh Garwick was not on.
Yeah.
So, all right. I'm using a. Hope you can hear that beep.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
It's a
Right,
beep
keep
of
going.
my beautiful little Casio watch, which, by the way, I've had people before, you wear a Casio? And I'm like, hey, Navy SEALs wear Casios.
You judge people on what kind of watch they wear?
Okay,
That's a
never
response.
mind. Yeah,
to
you
get
have
to
a
that
much
one.
better
Like,
response than that. Mine was still vain. All right, so we have 120 seconds about to be on the clock. Mr. Melcher, are you ready?
Yes.
Gaming minute, begin.
So Flappy Birds.
Flappy Birds.
That came up this week. That's a big one. We got that whole how it got taken down.
And how did it?
Well, the guy actually didn't like the fame, I think is what it was. He was making $50,000 a day.
And was that
ads.
Taylor Martinez? Was that his game? Am I getting this mixed up?
Yeah, it actually was.
Was it?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's some Vietnamese guy, and
Darn it.
he really just he's getting a lot of death threats because if you understand, if you played the game, you probably want to murder someone. So the developers is probably a good place to start. But yeah, apparently he's getting a lot of hate mail, a lot of death threats. He's like, I just didn't want to put up with it, so he just took it off the app store.
Switch game.
All right, switch games. Oh man, I had like 5 of them lined up.
The Old Republic is
yeah,
something
okay,
I
yeah,
can
that
help
was
you
one of
with.
them, yeah. So
I got Ben today on his first ever, is that right?
Yeah,
Or second.
I've played a little bit, like maybe like half an hour before, but
Okay.
farthest we've ever gotten.
The Old Republic is Star Wars. It's LucasArts attempting to do a massive multiplayer online RPG, role-playing game.
Star Wars, wow.
And, right. And it's really, really cool.
It's really cool.
It's kind of
I
addicting.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We had a good time. It was like 3 hours of just good quality fun.
Right. And they know they can do the animated thing, so they're not trying too hard to make it look
it doesn't
gorgeous or anything, but it doesn't have to be.
No,
Yeah.
it was just good fun.
Yeah, pretty cool. And we rocket punch. And
rocket punch, just running at random
Just
people
had
and
to bring
just
that up.
rocket punching them.
Okay, switch games.
All right, FTL. Have you
Right,
played that?
go.
I
No.
finally beat that.
And it stands for.
Faster than light.
And you beat it.
Yeah, it's kind of a space sim.
Right.
It's supposed to be insanely hard, and I finally managed to beat it on easy, which is it's actually an accomplishment. That game is to beat that game on easy.
Rock on.
I had gotten to the last boss like 4 or 5 times before I finally beat him, but
Yeah.
I was using a different ship, and as soon as I switched ship, it was
Right. So you essentially build your ship,
and
you are doing what? Just crusading through the galaxy.
It's like you advance through 8 stages, and then as you get to the last stage, it gets harder as you go. In the last stage, there is a boss fight. And it's a 3-stage boss fight, and he's way stronger.
This is Nintendo. You're coming up on the Switch.
Yeah, he's way stronger than anything else you've had. Yeah, it's pretty much Nintendo. And just imagine Nintendo on a lot of hard difficulties.
That's understood. All right, last game.
Last game? Oh, man, I have another game?
Yeah.
Let's see. What else have I been playing? What else have I been playing? Oh, Watch Dogs.
Watch
Dogs! They finally said the release date or the approximate time.
I thought it was end of June, wasn't it?
And I think it's earlier than that now. I think it's April.
Oh gosh, that would be
late
nice.
April, early May.
Ben and I both have Watch Dogs pre-ordered.
Yes.
It's near future Chicago.
Yeah.
The whole city is run by a central operating system, so we're talking cameras, transportation, I mean, just everything. And you play as a vigilante
who controls this.
Who controls the system?
Yeah.
And it's really
it looks intense. It was supposed to come out last August,
right?
But they pushed it back almost half a year.
And I can respect that.
Yeah, as long as it's a good game. Release a bad game once, it's bad forever.
Yep.
Wait, and people only have to wait for a while for a good game.
Write that down, folks.
And
we are out of time.
I believe that's actually a quote from the one of the Nintendo, the creators of Nintendo.
Nintendo knows what's up. They do. I miss Metroid a lot. I know we're off the game. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. All right, what do we have next, sir?
We have Sarah Evans' greatest hit album.
I just wanted to mention this. So for this show, we do a little bit of custom cutting of whatever music tracks, the stuff you hear, the intro, the outro, the commercial stuff.
And that's just me singing.
Right. And in my playlist on iTunes that we're using, iTunes sponsor, I have
I expect my money in the mail.
Every artist labeled as capital SAR. So sounds about right. And funnily enough, iTunes automatically put the album artwork to Sarah Evans' greatest hits on every stinking one of them.
I would consider us one of Sarah Evans' greatest hits. I don't know who Sarah Evans is, or if that's a compliment or an insult. I'm not
Country
sure.
Country star.
But
and she is very pretty. So,
I can see. I saw the picture.
I just found that funny.
Valentine's Day's coming up, Sarah.
That's right. If
you need anyone, we're both radio icons at this point.
And we do have a bit of Valentine's advice coming up in just a little bit.
Right
now, we are going to our man on the street for the second time.
I'm excited for this.
This is DJ Steffi of Scott Hall giving, indeed, our traffic report.
All right, what's you got for us?
DJ, you out there tonight? Thank you, DJ. We're going to head right into our next little segment here. Ben, what do you got?
Music.
Music?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you listening to this week?
Little band I like to call Ludo.
You like to call them?
Everyone likes to call them Ludo.
No, I wanted it to just be you, so I'm sorry. No, that sounded very leading.
I wish. But it's spelled Ludo.
Okay.
It's
good. We know just what they sound like.
Yeah, I forgot the wiki what they sound like. Me and Isaac were talking about this in the car. It's it's not really punk rock, but it's not really old rock. It's kind of like I think he called it progressive rock.
Okay.
If that's a category.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's they're really strange. Like they have a couple of really weird songs. One of them
that would be progressive rock. Yeah.
One of these songs is I can give you I'm pretty sure I haven't actually looked this up, but from what my take on it after I've listened to it probably 100 times, is it's a song about 3 guys who go on a road trip out of Missouri.
Okay.
And 2 of them get lost because they get eaten by a lake.
Naturally.
And then in the end, it's him talking to the police, and he says, "There were no bodies. I've got none to hide."
What?
And so I'm pretty sure it's a song about like the police are questioning him, and he's making up a story about why his friends went disappearing, and he they think he murdered his friends or something. And so this is just a story of what apparently happened to them.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great song.
But cool styling.
It's really good styling. I mean, just you don't have to listen to the lyrics of it, most of the songs. Probably Lake Pontchartrain is what it's called. It's actually a real lake.
I do recognize the name.
Yeah, it's actually a real lake, and if you listen, that song's one of my favorite. Go Get a Greg.
Okay.
If you watch the music video,
go get a Greg. Go to your local general store and pick up a Greg.
The music video, at least for Go Get a Greg, is about like a girl who moves into an apartment building.
Okay.
And it's just like the apartment building is filled with a bunch of creepy guys who are like stalkers, and it's pretty much just them stalking girls.
Good.
What is this? It's just the way they tell the stories are just really good.
Okay.
if you don't listen to the lyrics, it's still good music.
Gotcha.
But I really enjoy them. They
Okay.
If you can't tell, I used to listen to them a lot when I was younger, and I just re-downloaded the album, and
Sure.
I've just been having a jam with them. It's been a good time.
Good.
And so, Josh, I know I took up a lot of
Oh
time.
no,
there.
you're good. You're good. What's up?
You had some
you
country.
eyebrowed me as that's right.
Yeah.
To reciprocate. If that is applicable
Reciprocate.
here,
I don't
isn't
think
it?
so.
Yeah.
Is it
To be the other side of
Yeah,
the fraction.
to continue this
that is-
conversation?
There you go. Nice segue.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, country music has become more and more of my thing. And I have recently, I suppose, rediscovered Alan Jackson is my guy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just that old, smooth sound. And then, I don't know, just puts a smile on your face. Daddy Let Me Drive. He sings with Zach Brown Band as she's walking away.
I do love Zach Brown.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, as she's walking.
You know that one?
Yeah, I know that one.
He's the fellow that comes in with him there. And anyway, so there's my little plug for Alan. But that's what I've been listening to, even while I worked out today. Get Jack, lift weight.
I don't know. I've got to listen to something. Like all my iPod right now is just pretty much faster paced music because I listen to it most of the time. It's changed a lot, like because I got new headphones and other reasons that they're wireless, so I need to use them.
Why don't you describe your headphones quick? Ben got a new pair of headphones. This weekend. Go for it.
They are the Jaybirds, if you know what those are. Yeah, that's what they sound like. That's all they play. They don't play any music. Just that's all I've been listening to. But they're actually like Bluetooth wireless headphones.
Very cool.
Really good quality. Stays in your ear. They're some of the only, like my ears are weirdly shaped, so nothing stays in their ear unless like it has like that wraparound thing. But these actually will. And it's just really nice.
And they have a nice cord between them. So, they're not just little buds that are going to just pop out.
And you can just, like, I have walked down the hall with the phone just in my room because I forgot it. And, and the music will still keep playing. Yeah. And you can actually change the music with a little controller they have on the left earbud.
That's pretty sweet.
And so it's really nice because I don't know, like I can just leave my phone sitting somewhere. Even if I'm at the gym, I can just leave my phone in my bag. Yeah. And just walk around the gym, and I don't have to ever change my.
I gotta say, they look like Batman's.
Yeah, they're pretty.
They're pretty intense. They sound pretty darn.
I would highly recommend them.
Sweet.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so that's our little bit on music today. Quick reminder, folks, we are a variety show primarily, and we are dependent on feedback. Now, I just talked to Ben before we got here tonight. We do need to set up our Twitter account, and I believe I'll be getting on that this week here. Of course, we have Facebook. That's facebook.com/soundsaboutrightmavradio, or you could just search Sounds About Right. And Twitter, I believe, will be going for something similar. What is that? Is that an at or a hashtag?
It'd be at.
Okay, so most likely at Sounds About Right.
Or hashtags. Well, hashtag Sounds About Right would be if you're talking. I'm not going to try and explain
at Ben
Twitter.
and Josh. Yeah, because I don't.
I'll explain it to you off air.
I will learn Twitter for the fans. I will do it. So please, folks, tell us what you like. Tell us what you may not like. Tell us what you want to hear. And we even have a teaser about an upcoming segment coming up in a little bit. Ben, you want to do anything else before we hit the commercial break?
I say we hit the commercial break and then come back with some lonely Valentine's Day tips.
There you go. We'll see you in
treats,
just a little bit, folks, on Sounds About Right. Hey guys, welcome back to the show.
Sorry about that. That audio might have been a little bit loud.
No, that was probably my fault. Remember, oh gosh, and now I'm pressing everything else.
Yeah.
Maybe my scream into the microphone was a little
Joe,
loud.
where you at? I heard your voice.
Oh, he's somewhere. And we do have a little more Joe to play for you.
We do have
tonight.
a little bit more
I finally
Joe.
have that clip.
Finally, that was my favorite clip of Joe so far.
All right, guys, we promised you some Valentine's Day talkity talk, did we not?
We did.
And I think
I promised it.
You promised it.
I did promise
Ben
it. So
did.
we're
You're
going to
welcome,
deliver.
ladies.
I'm going to deliver.
Go for it.
All right, lonely Valentine's Day. Spend the night with your ultimate celebrity crush.
There you go. These are just random tips that I found where else but the World Wide Web, and a little bit of friendly advice. First of all, let's see. So, favorite celebrity crush.
Can you explain how I'm going to do that?
That is via movie.
Oh.
Not actually crash their house and
I was
party.
thinking something really illegal. It was like yes, I'm in their house. I'm spending the night with them.
Yeah, love Jennifer Lawrence. Go find her.
Climb in a third-story window.
Right. Yeah. So
it's cardio and a good time.
So via video or music or not what Ben was suggesting at all.
Unless you live next to Jennifer.
Unless you
Lawrence.
live in that case, please invite us.
Uh-huh.
We will gladly intrude on her Valentine's Day house party with you.
I'm
Next
sure
tip.
It wouldn't
is-
really be intruding.
We were invited.
We
It's
were.
our party,
It's our party now.
and we'll cry if we want to. Get chocolate is tip number 2. The reasoning behind it: who says you need someone to buy it for you? And to be frank, I
am
love
frank.
chocolate. Did you say you need?
No, I said something else. I'm just gonna say, honestly, I'd wait till after Valentine's Day.
Would you?
Yeah, because then it gets really cheap.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and then you can just buy a bunch of it and just cry yourself to sleep.
This
for the-
this is why
you
we
can
have Ben.
You can either cry yourself to sleep for one day or for a week on the same dollar amount of chocolate.
Oh,
Think about that. I know. I have graphs and stuff for this.
you're a frugal businessman.
Oh yes, I know my crying myself to sleep.
Do you?
Some would call me an expert.
Well, actually, that is one thing I had to ask. We'll skip tip 3 in
Yeah.
favor of. I have heard that Ben Melcher has a strategy for spending Valentine's Day alone. Would you care to enlighten us?
It is actually I like to just huddle in the corner and just bring my cheese.
My cheese.
It's something
to my
that most
nest.
people don't have. My knees to my chest, and then I just like to start crying and think, yeah.
Stuffed animals?
I mean, if they're around, I'll grab it. And
Real
cuddle
animals, maybe.
Real animals?
Like
I
a
mean,
cat.
I like. Well, when I do it, my dog normally does come up and
There you
see
go.
what's wrong. So that's nice.
There you go. And you just grab the dog.
Yeah, and
Suddenly
then-
it disappears
yeah.
into a huddle of sadness.
He cries with me.
He cries with you. Yeah. Wipes your tears away
Yeah.
with his tail. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's
No,
about the
yeah.
shape of it.
Yeah.
We are both single.
Yeah.
Tip
You
number
couldn't tell.
3 is, I kind of like this one. Visit somebody. Tip says, find a friend or relative you haven't seen in a while and go make their day. And why the heck not?
Should visit my grandma.
should
It's kind of
visit your
weird.
Grandma.
Why is that the first thing that pops into my head?
No,
when it's
that's
Valentine's Day?
cool. I mean, it's just like, yeah, go see grandma. I'm sure she'd like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's along the lines of, take your mom to prom kind of thing.
Has anyone done that?
Yes, I actually had a
Did
friend
you do
who
it?
did. I did not. And Mom, you would have been an awesome prom date for the record. No, I had 2 very lovely dates through my years of prom. So,
How did that end up for him?
what, my mom or?
No, your friend who brought his mom to prom.
Oh no, he was cool. They had a good time. I mean,
That is, I've
No.
never heard of that happening.
I have you not?
No, I don't think that's
And
a-
honestly, I never thought I'd see it either. But no, it seemed to
I've
go
heard
well
like
for him.
take your sister
Have you?
or
Okay,
something.
yeah,
like that, or like all the girls who take their friends
yeah.
who are girls. It's like, oh, I'm going with Stacy.
Oh gosh, and isn't that the
It's
worst?
not because I couldn't get a date. It's like, then why are you going?
Mm.
It's like if you really wanted to go to prom with somebody else, you would have found someone else unless they didn't want to go with you. I'm sorry.
Do we need to talk about this? Is this something?
No,
something
no,
you-
no.
Are you repressing something here?
No, a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not a big prom fan.
My finger just twitched.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I'm just going to bring this up right now because I'm looking at it. Apparently, people of the redheaded persuasion, such as myself,
Don't have souls.
that, which I beg to differ, and gosh, what was I even going to say? Oh, apparently we have bad circulation to our extremities,
Really?
and so I have recently, just in the last couple of years, started to notice that, and sure enough, my middle finger on my left hand was just yellow for like an hour and a half today.
Do you
I
have
was outside in the
scurvy?
cold for a while.
Because I think that's a sign of
I
scurvy.
don't have scurvy,
I'm pretty sure.
thankfully.
A little bit of vitamin deficiency there. You've been eating your apples.
I have. I have
Okay.
Andrew and I get an apple all the
Oh,
time. Yeah.
Do we have so much fiber in our dorm right now?
You do.
We have fiber fruit snacks.
Fiber One fruit snack.
I did not know
baggies.
those existed.
I didn't either.
And I'm really angry that he got those. I'm sorry, Gimpy. I'm not really angry. They're delicious. I haven't been eating them. I have. But you can't eat more than one. Like you eat one, it's like, oh, this is good. I want
Yeah.
another one. But if you eat another one, then it's like, you should know what happens when you eat too much fiber. I'm not going to go into detail.
Okay. Yeah.
but
Right. And
'Cause
so you're saying the packet is
It's just if they made those without all the fiber, I would be so much happier.
the best part, in my opinion, is he bought those fruit snacks a couple days ago or something, and last night had a packet of those. I asked him what they're like. He was trying them for the first time, and then he had a Fiber One granola bar up in the gal's room, and he looks at me as he's halfway chewing it, and just goes, bro. And I go, yep. But they're delicious. Way to go, Fiber Ones.
I did not know that they were fiber ones at one, or like they had a lot of fiber in them, and I may have eaten like 4 of them in one day at my house. I was like, wow, these are really good, and I just brought like a bunch of them up to my room, and
They're so
I realized why people don't eat that many of them.
They're so stinking good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Way
let's
better than granola bars.
let's move on from Fiber One and even Valentine's Day for the moment. I did want to just mention, I'm part of the Matadors. I talk about them quite a lot. That today I had the pleasure of touring with 7 8th graders. We had a group of 21 of them come in, and there were three guides there, and they were just fun. It was an awesome group. But what I thought was really cool is that, every field trip, even if it's just to give the teachers a break, serves some purpose. And I thought, how cool to get them get a place in their head this early.
It actually is a good idea.
Yeah, and that's that's the reason I came to UNO. Was I went to a camp here summer after my freshman year, and I loved it. And whenever I thought of college, I thought, oh yeah, UNO is really cool.
This is a really home, like just kind of nice little place too. It's just a nice place to be.
It is, and and one of them said, "Hey, can we see the dorms?" And of course, no, we were on a limited schedule, but I was happy to tell them about what dorm life is like in the apartment style living, or whatever. So, I don't know. I just thought that was cool. I wanted to bring that up, so I'm glad we did that today. So anyway, a couple of previews for your guys. For your guys.
Just for your guys, not for you.
I'd be having a southern accent. That's an inside joke. You can Google that.
Yeah.
And Ben, I will let you pitch these since you came up with them, please.
I mean, I came up with them and Josh elaborated on them. I'd like to say that. One of our ideas is where we send Andy.
Yes.
And we just thought it'd be fun. Our friend Andy he's a cool guy. He's a really interesting guy.
Yeah.
We thought, what if we sent him to weird, exotic locations?
Right.
For strange reasons.
Right. And that reason would be his hard objective. He had to get that reason solved or whatever. Yeah. And I don't know. We probably shouldn't spoil any of them, before we bring them up. Yeah. But so you can look for that one. We actually, I just about sat down with a talk with him tonight. We did send him away in a manner of speaking time around.
He was too busy working with DLL files or something.
That's right. Yeah. He is a diligently working engineer.
Yes.
So, Andy, watch out. There will be a microphone shoved in your face soon. And world, watch out. There will be Andy shoved in your ear soon.
I like the way you put that. That was very well done.
Thank you. What's next?
Our other idea. What did we end up calling?
What did we end up calling? Joe tells a story.
Yes, this is a personal gem of mine. I thought of this well.
Right.
Well, I couldn't sleep at night. The idea was
he wakes up screaming cold sweat. Joe tells a story.
Yes, I put it in my phone right away, just for you guys. But the idea was, Joe, if you're listening, we're going to bring you in on this.
Yeah.
We're going to put Joe in a strange situation.
And who is Joe?
Joe is my roommate.
Description.
He's a very quiet.
He's a quiet kid,
but very funny when he actually gets him to talk. Kid.
Yeah, good guy.
He's a really great guy. And I had the idea of, what if we just put someone in a random situation and said, you have to explain how you got here and how you're going to get out of the situation.
He's going to start training.
The more ridiculous, the better. And so we thought Joe would be a perfect candidate for this, and it might go on to other people.
Right.
I don't know if
and
other people
and that's
join.
just the thing. We're just getting started, so you're gonna see a lot of our friends right now, folks. But we do have once the next Division I season rolls around, we're hoping to get some of our D1 athletes in and folks from other events around campus, even on the show. But for right now, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, just if you guys got any good ideas for like a situation that's just ridiculous, and how do you think you got into that, and how do you get out of it?
No, don't even tell them how you got.
Don't give them that part. Just give us the situation,
right,
and we'll see what happens.
I like
it. We'll see how Joe
multiple choice even.
Yeah,
we're brainstorming on air. All right, last big segment for you guys tonight is of course wisdom we will share.
Yeah,
and tips for this week. I wanted to bring up online courses for college. Ben, have you taken any?
I've taken a few.
And what do you think?
I'm not. I like them.
Yeah.
They give you a lot of free time. I took them this semester because my schedule was pretty tight.
Okay.
And all my classes were exactly the same time.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to take online classes to get the schedule right.
Right.
But I honestly prefer in class. If I can manage it, I'd rather go to in class. I just like being there, and I think I learn better from seeing. And then
I've heard that argument, plenty of times. Yeah.
I'm not going to say that's everyone, learns like that because everyone learns differently. But honestly, I've just learned that I learn a lot better if I'm sitting there staring at it, and I have to stare at it. It's kind of like my logic of I sit in the front row of every class that I can because I know if I'm in the front row,
model student,
the teacher. Well, I'm a terrible student is the issue, but I know the teacher will see me, and so I can't sit there on my phone and browse Reddit, or I can't sit there and listen to music or something. So I force myself to sit in the front row and pay attention.
That's cool.
It's kind of the same idea. Like if I'm sitting at my computer and I'm trying to listen to a lecture, I'll be like, ooh, what's this over here? Hello, internet.
That
and I'll
I'm
go do
guilty
something
of.
else. So
Yeah. But you think the quality of the course,
the quality is always it's as good.
good.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So just pick your setting. I think you're exactly right. And the schedule thing becomes a big factor.
It's really helpful if you have that really cramped schedule and you need the time. Like you don't have to give my programming, my C class is recommended. The lectures come out Monday and Wednesday. I watch it Tuesday and Thursday because I only have one class Tuesday and Thursday. So it's like you can make your own schedule then, but you have to remember to follow that schedule.
And if it can kick a day off the end of your week,
I
know with a lot of online classes, you can go Monday through Thursday. And that's way
phenomenal.
too nice. Yeah. So, okay, online courses. Also, again, useful dorm tips for incoming students. Just start making a list of these if you haven't already. We've gone over water bottles. We've gone over headphones. We've gone over
Jaybirds.
Jaybirds. That's right. The new
They're
kind of
great.
headphone. Macaw, macaw. I'm gonna patent that sound or copyright that sound.
Just every time these things turn on, that's the sound I want to hear.
I hate Josh.
It has a lovely lady's voice who tells me it turns on, but I'd rather hear that.
Macaw, macaw. It's on.
It's
Curling.
great.
We watched curling. I don't know why
God, that
popped
was
in my head.
phenomenal.
Let's just quick. We have a few minutes
Curling,
before we
we
do our
do.
last little bit. Tips for a dorm: get highlighters. Go there. That'll be the tip for the night.
I was gonna say keep it clean
Oh, there you go.
because it's good for good work environment.
Yes.
And I just realized that after we redid our main room,
Right.
With the new-
Tangle Accords.
got a new
jungle.
TV stand, so we got rid of like all the desks and everything, and now it's an open room and it looks really nice and it's pretty nice.
If you keep the place organized. So okay, here's a tip. My room at home is rather messy, and it's been that way for a while. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, and Maggie, our cat. But my dorm room here is just like
It's
squared
phenomenally
away.
clean.
Thank you.
I can't I try and keep mine clean. If I could keep mine as clean as yours, it'd be great.
Yes, just dusting off the shoulder. But no, and the
There's
reason
no
I
dust on
do
your
that,
shoulder 'cause your
and
room
I
is
know.
so clean.
The reason it's that way is I don't know. It helps the focus and what do you call it? The feng shui.
Feng shui
Is that
the
what it
word
is?
you're
Thank
looking
you.
for.
It really does. You walk into there or you wake up and you're just in this clean, organized room and you're ready to roll. And I really like that. So there's pro tip. Anything else you want to add, Ben, before we do our last little bit for the night?
No, what's our last little bit?
Okay, our last little bit. I think we promised this on show 1, so 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. 3 weeks.
And now that we have, oh gosh.
Oh, no, that was 2 weeks.
Two,
That was
that's
show
right.
one. Okay,
And
this is
now that
two.
we have the computer back up and running, I got to play this for you
I thought
guys.
this was an outro.
No, we have an outro as well. So quick little clip for you, and then
This was
and then we'll call it a
originally
night.
intended to be an outro, and it
That's
turned into something
right.
completely different.
So this is just a look into what happens when we record clips, and I keep the recording
This
going
is
a
with
little
Joe.
longer.
This is the
our
guy we
storyteller.
want to do that storytelling.
Right. So here you go. Take a listen. And I don't know if you got Ben in there, but it was just perfect. The kid just all of a sudden realized what he was saying.
This is
And like how true it
yeah.
was.
We were recording this in our living room, and just kind of like Joe is just saying this, and I'm sitting there messing with chords or
Right.
something, like trying to reorganize the chords a little bit, and I just turn around, I'm like, it's just kind of like that's how you chose to say that.
So, God, we hang out with too many guys.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit more fun for you guys, and I think that's about time we call it a night. Anything else you'd like to say, sir?
I believe I've said everything I have to say.
You said it well.
You could say that
Again.
please say it again.
So-
I need human interaction.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here before this kid breaks
It's
down.
gotten creepy.
Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. Send us your feedback. Keep watching Facebook. This episode will be on YouTube later this week, and hope to catch you next week.
All right. Had a good time. Thank you for listening.
This has been a